Letty the barber,
Empty out the clip.
Eddie the butcher,
Empty out the clip.
Kaisar. Long story short,
Empty out the clip. Empty out the clip. Empty out the clip. Opinions in one shot, no retractions. Empty out the clip. Empty out the clip. Opinions in one shot, no retractions. Empty out the clip.
Alright, welcome everybody back. We are here. We are the Empty Out the Clip podcast. My name is Cams and I'm here with the usos. Eddie the Butcher, what's up, man?
Yo, my usos, good to be here. Sick.
And we got the brother, the Chucky. What's up, man?
Chill. What's up, brother?
Man, it's been a good week, man. A good week of sports, and we're gonna cover all that in due time. But man, let's do some shout outs.
Yeah, a few shout outs and a few name dropping today, but I gotta do it, man. I usually name drop, but it's family, so first shout out will be Lord Jesus Christ, our Savior. Always to the man above. So thank you for providing, thank you for leading the way. I'm in it. Second shout outs to my mom while she's she's traveling. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being humble. Thank you for being strong and and the head of the family. So thanks you, mom. Shout out to you. Much love to you too. God bless. And shout out to my family for being strong, especially in the times of adversity, and for being strong in their faith and being loyal to their faith. So thank you to my fams. And thank you to my solid team, my new team. Thank you very much for your support, man. Much love. And I'm learning on the job. So, and at the same time, I just want to thank the whole team for the support and that. And 2026, man, we can only try. Let's get it done. Also, thank you to shout outs to Valu Lasati. Man, shout out to you, cuz, for coming off the bench there, taking over Eri Katoa. So play hard, man. Play hard. Keep that position. Go hard. All or nothing for the season, man. Try and keep that jersey. So much love to you, to Valu as well. So also to Mozo, Carlos Wahlberg. Hey, man, shout out to you too. Man, you deserve it. Well deserved, man. Running it back, man, to when you're just a younger man and just chatting about this UFC stuff. And finally, you got the UFC title shot. So thank you about that too, man. Well, all the best to all of you guys. Much love. God bless.
Nice, uso. My shout outs to my usuals, my Inga, my Liston brothers, Westside boxing crew. And just want to make a special shout out to a few people. Special shout out to my sister and brother-in-law for early birthday gift. Thank you so much, man. Much appreciated. Shout out to the Uso Letty. Has been messaging after every podcast. We miss you, Uso. Can't wait for you to come back. So, lofa aku to you and your ainga. Condolences to the Uso Ave. His father passed away. So, sending much love to you, Uso, during this stressful time. And just want to say congratulations and celebrations to Filippo celebrating his anniversary with his wife. So congrats, Us, and happy anniversary. Those are my shout outs. Seki.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to double down on condolences to Ave and his family, the loss of the old man. I saw the funeral on the YouTube on the YouTube live. So
Wow.
yeah, it's always sad when your parent passes away. I know it happened to me a couple years ago, and I know how it feels, and it's not a good thing, but that's life, man. It's you just gotta get on with it and deal with it. But man, condolences to the Maeli family out there. Just want to make a shout out to everyone that tunes in and listens in to the WesWes Network, our content, the Empty Out the Clip podcast, and the 135 footy show, our NRL show that's on, and also our movies and TV podcast, the channel 135. Man, and other housekeeping stuff, go check out our website, www.weswesnet.com. There you can find the links to all the rest of our podcasts and articles, our movie reviews and sports reviews as well on the website. So yeah, Thanks everyone for tuning in. All right, man. It's been for me, it's been a busy week. But how's your week been? Start with you, Eddie.
Yeah, no, man, just getting depressed watching the war. Eh? Gas price is gonna be crazy. So yeah, no, I've just been watching the geopolitical crisis going on in the Middle East. It's just a hotspot, man, and one of the most important resources in the world is in that area. So yeah, now it's a bit of a choke point. Yeah, like I said before, shout out to my sister and brother-in-law. Got an early birthday gift. It was a char grill offset barbecue. It's massive, it's huge. So I had to assemble that. So been seasoning it, like putting some coals and some wood in there just to burn off any impurities in the steel and whatnot. So now I've just been cleaning it up. So haven't really tried anything to cook on yet. I've just been watching heaps of YouTube on how to look after it and how to use it properly. Yeah,
How thick's the steel?
Bro,
How
it's
thick's the
thick,
steel?
it's thick as, man, and like
Yeah.
it's proper, like it feels like cast iron. It was like 60-something kgs lifting it out of the box.
Shit.
So I was like, man, it's massive. So yeah, now I'll post up some pictures later on Instagram and whatnot. But yeah, just keeping it on the D-low while I try to sort it out, just in case people go, oh yeah, do some ribs. Like, sorry, I'm not up there yet. So yeah, and then yeah, watching the sport. But yeah, no, oh man, like I think on Monday, I was like, came home, I was too lazy to cook, so I opened, there was a little bit of stir fry in a pot. So I ate it, but it was like a little tinge to it, even microwaved it. It was like, I don't know. So I went to work Tuesday, right? Tuesday, my stomach was just like, but it wasn't anything serious, like, I needed to go to the toilet, but like, it was just these heavy bafangers, these heavy farts. And they weren't loud, but they were just gassy. So like, I was trying to hide it and went into like some of the areas where we have the bins, and I was just letting it rip there. But then like one of the girls, she walked in and she's just like, man, there must be something rotten in that bin, eh? And I was just like, yeah. She was like opening the bin, like having a look. Oh, there's not much in there. I was like, oh, they must have emptied it out. I was like, yeah.
Must be a dead rat or something.
So I was just keeping it on low. I was just popping little ones off there. I just see people just like, oh, what's that? But yeah, no, that's been my week. So I've just been chilling. Oh, unfortunate for my team, we had a bad weekend. So yeah, we'll cover that in sport. Seki.
Me, brother. Me.
Chuckster, how's your week, bro?
Yeah, week's been good, brother. I mean, I went in every week, physically and mentally. Yeah, physically with exercise, and then mentally in the kitchen. Like I said last time, that's what it is for me now. Just trying to invest in my health, invest in yourself, really. And yeah, it goes hand in hand, and a nice balance to when it's time to hustle as well. So yeah, there's no point hustling or pushing hard to hustle if your health isn't up to scratch. Has to match, So yeah, that's what it is for me now for 2026, and especially when I've changed just that whole routine compared from how many years, So then I just said, this year would be different. So that's what it is. Just the simple things in life, like going for walks and doing your morning stretches and just morning mobility, everything and above. And then if you feel like they're super set, then do it. If you don't feel like it, it's all good because you already clocked in your physical side of things and the mental side of things. So that's me, man. Other than that, just looking for opportunities, brothers. That's all it is. And yeah, with the war that's going on, I try and push that aside and not to think about it, but try and find a way to find opportunities where there's where the world is going through some serious negativities, I suppose. So where there's chaos, there's always opportunities. So that's what I'm trying to do now, just trying to find more better opportunities around that. Yeah, and as for the petrol prices going up, or just everything and above with logistics and the food chain. Hey, it is what it is, eh? So yeah, just prayers out to everybody, and yeah, man, use the social public supports that are out there for us, man. So get it done. Other than that, man, life's good, brother. Life's good. What about you, Cams? What's good? What's up? What's up, Cams? What's good?
Yeah, now I'm feeling you on the invest in yourself thing, yeah, man. Because it's a struggle, man. Like for me, anyway. Like just trying to do those little things, because it gets overcome by the things you're not supposed to do. But man, I just realized the other day, man, I'm just fucking eating too much, eh? Just eating too much, man. There's no need to eat fucking like 4 times a day, man. Like even in the weekend, like in the weekends, like that's the worst time. I'm gonna try and do better. Just like you said, go for a walk in the morning. Maybe Saturday morning, just go for a walk.
Yeah.
Just to start doing that kind of stuff. But yeah, man, just had that on my mind. I had a good week. We went to the Blues game on Saturday. We just got offered tickets from Jib Wallboards. They got a corporate box up there on Saturday. So went with a couple of workmates and that. Yeah, man, and just watching sport on the weekend and producing for the WesWes Network. I have to apologize for everyone out there. The 1 through 5 footage show didn't come out last week because they had some technical difficulties.
Oh no!
One mic was totally gone, so I couldn't do anything about it. We'll get it done this week. But it's good because round 1 of NRL happened. So
Yeah.
I know it happened in Las Vegas, but we had to wait a few days for our teams to play here, man. So it's good to see NRL back on. And yeah, man, we'll get to that in sport. Man, I'll tell you a story. Eh? There was I was on the train today on the way home, and there was this Middle Eastern girl, a young girl with her mate behind me, maybe 2 seats behind me. I think they were like 19 or 18. But man, she was one of the girls. She had her talking to a guy on her phone, but she had him on speaker, and they were like just talking about like out of it stuff like flirting,
Yeah.
like flirting and what and swearing and that.
Yeah.
Like, bro, can't you see this train's packed full of people and you're like having your conversation no one's around? Like, like
Call me your baklava.
kids these days, man. Like, what the hell, man?
Yeah.
Like, man, honest, I felt like turning around, and go, hey, can you turn it off? No one wants to hear all that shit, man. We're not trying to hear all that. You know, but a couple of Papalangs, they got up in their seat, they walked down the train to sit somewhere else. That was fucking annoying.
Go shush your kebab.
Oh, but man, some of the things, man, is just cringy.
Yeah,
like,
they're in their own world, eh? Once they open their world of chatting and social media and shit, eh? It's like nobody's there, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's crazy, man.
I mean, it's so cringy talking about sex and talking about swearing at each other. And
Hey.
it's like, come on, man. Fuck, don't put it on speakerphone. On speakerphone.
Yeah.
We can not only hear what the girl's saying, we can hear what the guy's saying on the phone, man. Shit.
Damn.
Oh no!
Yeah, so that was my week, boys. All right, let's get into our topic. So let's get into some news from Lakapi Samoa. So Tuilaepa, he stepped down from being the chairman of the board for Manu Samoa Samoa Rugby Union. Man, he's been there for so long, I can't even remember, eh? I can't even remember.
26 years?
26 years, shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, he's
that's half
done
my
well,
life.
didn't he?
Nearly half my life, man.
Jesus.
So, but it's weird, eh? Because there was, like, you saw the news articles like a week before they made this announcement. He was saying, "No, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving the job. I'm not leaving the job." right up to the point where he's gone now. So might have been some backyard deals going on. Probably threw him some cash or something to go. But yeah. Well, what are your thoughts on that? Because obviously Manu Samoa is nowhere near they used to be back in the 90s, early 2000s. Like bar the eligibility rules aside, they still could field a good team, right? Yeah, sure, we didn't have our top tier, but the second tier was enough for Manu Samoa, right? We could still field a good team. But it seems like ever since the decline is real, man. Manu Samoa rugby is going down and down and down, culminating in Toa Samoa going up and up and up. So we did talk about the culture in Samoa of sport. Now we're seeing rugby versus rugby league now, right? And I don't know how many kids want to be in the Toa Samoa rather than the Manu Samoa because of the money situations. Like you hear stories about players have to spend their own money on their flights to come from their clubs in Northern Hemisphere down to Samoa, pay for their own. Your stories about there's no gear, no balls, no training balls, no money. But we've heard of all these funding going into the team, and then we hear after that, oh, well, where's all the money gone? Right? So same old story for Manu Samoa. Is it going to change? I don't know. But is this a start for Manu Samoa to get back up, to come back up again?
Yeah, most definitely a good thing. Tuilaepa stepping down, and like I said, 26 years and as him being on the head table there, he's done well. Then you know what I mean. Regardless of the corruptions that have been built up over the years and that, so I reckon, like with what it's been a few years now, with the stats with Samoan rugby sevens and 15s. They've declined in their performance, right, for quite some time now, and not at fault of them. I mean, you can't feed the dragon if the dragon's not fed, right? The dragon won't be able to perform, at its best peak. It won't be able to put heat on when it's time to put the heat on. So, just with Tuilaepa stepping down, I reckon, to build infrastructure again and success again, is to really get rid of the whole membership board that were on there, because the guy that's taken over Tuilaepa, right, he's been there for also as many years, if not, you know what I mean? So they all have, I think there's about 7 of the members there. The female member left about a year ago. I forget her name, sorry, apologies. But the viewers would know, just search up the Samoan management team there, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. But then you have still other 5 members there that have been there just for the longest year. So I reckon the person that's taking over, he's not new, he's been sitting on the board for just as long. But Tuilaepa said that's his heir to the throne as he steps down. So I think that's a funny one, because I reckon that hey, corruption's another chat. But hey, if you want success to rebuild the brand again for Manu Samoa, you need to strip away the whole team. It's like buying a whole new business, and then re-elect a good balance to the board with experience and with the next generation of up-and-coming members that are willing to have that passion to take over and manage the funds. Because just recently, right, I think a week ago, right, just the what is it, the culture, I forgot her name, Penny whatever from Australia. Well, she's in the Pacific. She just visited Samoa, and the Australian rugby is going to support like teams like Samoa, Tonga, and Fiji. And they have a budget of 150 mil, but they need to go over there and just do their reviews and their orders to see, and negotiate where they can spend their money, and all their money, once it's negotiated, will be targeted to support Samoa, Tonga, and Fiji for their World Cup campaign, their development competition structure, what else? Pathways to high performance, and then That's where the money's going to. So they got the backing from Australian footy when it comes to funding, and that the question is, when it comes to negotiating, who's going to be in control? So get rid of the whole board, man. Get rid of that whole old board. They've done well. Thank you very much for your service. But now it's time to bring up the up-and-coming new, younger generation of faces to come up there, and then just put a few new old experienced hands in there just to balance it out. You know what I mean? And then I believe the brand of Samoa and Manu Samoa, as well as the funding going to the right places and targeting to the right places, the funding coming in from Australian footy, will make a good, healthy infrastructure to developing our next Manu Samoa players. And you're right, Kims. Tour Samoa is taking all the glory. Rugby loses a lot of fans back and forth, right? As well as league as well. When league was down, rugby took with all the fan base fans, and then now rugby's having the down low, especially with Polynesian teams in there. And now NRL's taking it in there. So take a leaf out from both books, but get rid of those board members, man, and then get it in there. You know what I mean? It's like New Zealand boxing with their sort of scenarios, what they're going through. Same thing. Get rid of those old school guys. They've been in there for like generations, even since when I was like a teenager. So. Balance it out, get rid of the old faces in there. Thank you very much for your service, but then balance it out. New, younger, passionate members, new faces, and then just our generation of experienced hands just to balance it out. That's it, man. That's me.
I do agree with that, 100%. And to be honest, I take my hat off to Australia for spending 150 million on Tonga, Fiji, and Samoa. So that's 50 million per rugby union. That's huge. I mean, that can go towards a high performance facility, like Kaisar said. I can go into recruitment of local talent and nurturing that talent so that when international players do come back to play for Manu Samoa, at least we got these young guns that will like intercede and help. In terms of Tuilaepa, yeah, I mean, thank you for your 26 years of service. Unfortunately, there was a bad culture that was instilled in Manu Samoa where management were flying first class. Management were able to give away gears and stuff. Management were able to basically get players to sign jerseys and then hand those jerseys out to family and whatnot, So that culture needs to stop. We need to be more transparent, be more professional, and, we have to get to the stage where we can get back to the glory days of the 91 World Cup, 95 World Cup. Because if you leave a rotten apple in a basket of good apples, it's just going to rot everything. And Tuilaepa said that he wouldn't stand down unless there was something personal, not because the Prime Minister of Samoa asked him to stand down. So he's still got a bit of fight there. The money, 50 mil will help. But, like I said before, Tuilaepa's, and the culture of that board, like Kaisar said, that board needs to go. We need young, fresh people, fresh new ideas. Because, the old way of Samoan rugby was like, just bust through the middle, build muscle. It was nothing about nutrition, nothing about recovery. All these ideas are new, which need to be implemented into the Manu Samoa. And like I said, the management, the culture is bad. Because at the end of the day, what are you playing for? Are you playing for these managers to get rich? Or are you playing for the village kid? The aspiring village kid that's just in the village, going to school, blah, blah. And then when rugby's on, sits down, watch TV. He doesn't see the managers in that. He doesn't see any of that rubbish. He sees the rugby players. And so this money needs to go and look after those rugby players because some of them take huge pay cuts to play for Manu Samoa. They don't play for Australia. They don't play for New Zealand. And I'm talking about the actual dudes that play for Samoa as their first choice, not these guys that have played for other countries and waited for the stand-down period to come back. I'm talking about the homegrown talent, the guys that go overseas, play for France and England, and then come back and play for Samoa. Those are the guys that we need to look after first. So Tuilaepa stepping down is definitely a step in the right direction. Zeki.
Yeah, Sharp Boys, Chucky, you spoke about the brand of Manu Samoa. Now, that brand is strong, and it's still strong. It's just had some sort of bad bad stuff going on in the background, but the Manu Samoa logo is still there. The brand is still there. It can be built upon. Because if you look at the history of Manu Samoa in terms of investment, how many people, what entities have invested into Manu Samoa as a brand, a lot. Like World Rugby has put money in, Australia, New Zealand have put money in. And then if I refer you guys back to 95, Mana Samoa team, it was a private company, private-owned New Zealand company that funded Mana Samoa, right? It was Fia Poko.
Wow.
They put all their money in that 95 team, right? And sponsored them. So as a brand, as a name, as a brand that people want to put money in, it's still there, right? The problem is that for the last 10 years, or maybe more than that, 15 years, the money is being blocked somehow. The money coming in is being disappearing.
Yo.
and doesn't you don't see the results for all that money that we hear going into Mana Samoa, you know, and that's probably frustrating to New Zealand, frustrating to World Rugby, frustrating to people that put their money in, because it's not transparent. So that's the first thing they need to do, make it transparent. What you mean, you get rid of the board, put a new board, but you got to do the work. You got to be transparent of the money that's going in. So, you know, there's no sort of thinking, oh, where's that going? Why haven't got any gears? Why haven't got any balls? Why can't you afford the flights for the players to come back? I mean, if you're going to get 50 million from Australia, then you can't say a month later, oh, the boys still have to pay for their fares to come to Samoa. It's like, hey, you just got paid 50 million. Nah, that can't happen anymore. So you got to be transparent of the money that's coming in. Also, Mana Samoa is the people's team. It's the people of
100%.
Samoa's team. You know, it's us, it's our team, man. The people, Samoans that live around the world, Samoans that live in America, Australia, New Zealand, Samoans in Samoa. It's the people's team, right? Hey, it's our team. If every one of us put $1 towards Mana Samoa, we'll be happy to do it, because it'll be thousands of dollars, you know. If any one of us were to be asked, can you put $1 in for Mana Samoa a week? Man, we will do it, you know. If every single one of us did that, because it's our team, man, and you can't be corrupt with that kind of stuff. You can't. It's not. It's just bad, man. It looks bad. It looks bad for the country. It looks bad for the brand. It looks bad for rugby in Samoa. And that's what happens when it's corrupt, man. No one starts to care about Mana Samoa Rugby Union. Like we were talking about, Toa Samoa is on the way up. Rugby Union's on the way down. Look at the sevens. Not doing nothing in the sevens. Fuck. Mana Samoa can't even struggling to make any World Cup now. We have to go through the back door.
Interchange, yeah.
You know? So this is what happens when it gets corrupted, because there's no excuse. We can field players. We can make a good team, because we've done it before. We've done it before, and we still got the players to do it. The whole world wants Polynesian players, because you see Islanders in other teams. You see Islanders that play for France, play for Italy, play for Ireland, play for England, play for New Zealand, play for Australia. Every other team around the world take Samoans, take Tongans, take Fijians to play for them. You know, and we're left with the leftovers, and that's not right. But we don't need to play with leftovers. We can play with the guys we want, because the passion's there. People that put on the Mana Samoa jersey are passionate. It's just unfortunate that, you know, they get screwed. So we can't have that anymore. So I'm hoping with the new management, new chairman of the board, you know, we can't make any promises, right? Because it's still the same board, right? So if they change it, cool. If they don't, well, we're gonna see the same old thing.
Sick.
Sick, you boys. Speaking of rugby union, the All Blacks have now got their new coach, Dave Rennie. Got announced earlier this week or last week. Yeah, man. I was a surprise for me.
Yeah, same.
I thought it was gonna be
Jamie Joseph.
Yeah. But out of the blue, they picked Dave Rennie, and I was like, oh, okay. But you know what? It was cool, because when you watch his interview, it was a real good interview, man. And you just reminded what kind of guy Dave Rennie is.
Yeah.
You know, and his achievements in the past. Like, that guy is all about culture. He's all about identity. And it works, because he's won NPC title with Wellington. He's a proud Upper Hutt guy. He's from the area. He won an NPC title with Wellington. He's won 3 consecutive titles with the New Zealand under-20s before he went to join the Chiefs, who were bottom of the table the year before he was there. He came in and won them a championship, won them back-to-back championships at the Chiefs. And he's also spoke about changing the culture in the Chiefs, focusing on their identity as players. He's one of those humble guys that focus on identity and culture to the point where he gets the buy-in from the players, right? He gets the buy-in from the players, and that's important because when you think about what Razor did in the 2 years he was coaching the All Blacks, you don't get any buy-in from any players because you get the whole thing of Adi Sevilla and all the and the feedback from the players, and he's gone. So, and to me, if you compare Rennie to Razor, 2 different personalities, man. Dave Rennie, he looks more humble. He's quiet. He's focused on what he thinks is the core of how to build a successful team, and that is through, like I said, culture. He's all about culture, man, and that's a big part of winning, right? If you think about Razor's his culture, what was that? Feels like it was all for himself, and the rest comes later on. But no, I'm happy with this pick. I'm happy with surprise, but I'm happy with New Zealand Rugby choosing Dave Rennie to be the coach for 2 years. So he's only got a 2-year contract. Not sure if Jamie Joseph and Tony Brown will come in after that, because Tony Brown's off contract with the Springboks at the end of the World Cup, so there might be an opening for Jamie Joseph there. We'll see. Probably see how successful Dave Rennie is. But yeah, man, your thoughts, Eddie?
Yeah, now like you, I was surprised on the decision. Super happy though. Really happy for the boys as well, because like you said, they got a bit of a culture to go around. So be interesting to see his picks for the end of year tour, and also we got the Springbok tour as well, where we tour Saraka, and we've got a few games. Like, it's a proper tour, so looking forward to that. Be interesting to see his captain, who he picks as captain. But yeah, he's definitely got good records there. I don't want to jump on the wagon too much. First coach with Polynesian colours, so I don't want to, be all for it just because he's Polynesian. He's picked on his credentials, but having that Polynesian flavour in there is pretty nice, and it's inspiring for a lot of players who are looking to get into a coaching role, coaching role. And the sky's the limit. Tana Umang and all them boys are coaching as well, but no one's ever kind of touched that All Blacks coaching role. So really happy for him being selected, and also I'm happy for Steve Henson's daughter being selected for the Black Ferns coach. I like the culture change that she's done there. She's saying that regardless how good you play for the Sevens, you're not going to be automatically selected for the 15s. You have to play for one of the the Farah Cup to join the Black Ferns. So awesome. I think it's a step in the right direction. And let's jump all aboard and see how the ride takes us. Sick.
Yeah, what's his interview that sort of convinced me? Yeah, he had a real mean interview, man. Like, you got to feel, because we haven't heard from him for 10 years. He's been in Japan for the last 9 years. 10 years after he got fired from the Wallabies, which was unfortunate, because look what happened to the Wallabies. They got Eddie Jones in and he did worse.
Yeah.
So, well, I'll put this question to you, Eddie. Like, do you reckon having a Pacifica coach really help the All Blacks team, considering the Polynesian base they've got in the All Blacks team, compared to Razor, who was like too white?
Yeah. I think it'd be good to add a bit of flair, but you kind of need a balance of both. You need that strict rigidness to get the respect of the boys, because you can't be their friend. You know what I mean? you can't be like, hey, sup boys, let's get ready to train. So you know, and for Islanders, we're too relaxed like that sometimes. You know, we're too chilled. So you need that stiffness, that richness that a lot of like Graham Henry, Steve Henson used to bring. But also I think there are times where, especially when you're not playing, that you need that recovery time, that time to mentally relax. Otherwise, if you're in that state of mind of being, All Blacks are the pinnacle, you're gonna fatigue your mind, you're gonna fatigue your body, and I think what Razor did with the All Blacks, he was fatiguing them a lot, putting them through like fitness tests and whatnot, and playing some fast-paced rugby where they were just getting fatigued. There was no flavor, no flair. There was some individual brilliance that kind of won us some games, but yeah, hopefully there's more cohesion. I'm hoping for the best. Definitely hoping for the best. Yeah, even when Razor was in, I was hoping for the best, but yeah, kind of broke down a bit.
Oh, the man's back. He's back to attack. Your thoughts on the appointment of Dave Rennie, All Blacks coach?
Dave Rennie. Yeah, I mean, I haven't really been following it, but I knew we needed a new All Black coach. So, for any of the viewers that are the same boat as me, man, comment down below what you guys think. But hey, it's good. Like I said, needs a clean house, and I think the board has just picked the right guy, I suppose, on paper. And then based on his performance as well, because he's doing well in Japan with the Kobe Steelers as well. And not only that, he's already trying to rack up things and trying to rebalance out things with the All Black squad, especially when it comes to experience. So he's already threw a name out there who he wants to bring over, and that's Bodie Retallick. So what better guy to bring out here to lead the forwards with experience, right? But the old general himself. So I think he's really, I can see his picture sort of thing. So it's really good. He's got a whole list of names, he said, as well, with experience that he wants to bring over. I think he's got another 5 more names there coming from Kobe Steelers as well, that he coaches over there in Japan. So but by saying that, his profile in Japan is huge too. He's done well. He's had a lot of success and achievements in Japan. So man, nothing but support. That's all we can do, is just support the choice and support the brother there, Dave Rennie. So congratulations, Dave Rennie, for being the new All Black coach. Maybe 2 years, depending on your performance, they'll probably extend it. So welcome back home to you and your whānau, and let's get it on, brother.
Oh, thank you.
I think the only concerns for people, especially in the media, was Dave Rennie's contract running out 2 weeks before, 2 or 3 weeks before the France team, before the French are here. So he's doing 2 jobs at the same time right now. He's been appointed All Blacks coach, but he's still coach for Kobe Steelers. So he has to do both at the moment. And then when he's off contract with Steelers, he's only got 2 weeks to get the All Blacks ready for France. So he said in interviews that he's alright with it. He knows it's going to be hard, but he's down for it. He's down for that challenge. So that's what you want to hear with the All Blacks coach. Exactly. But that's another good point you made with the players in Japan, because Japan seems like a destination for all these All Blacks that want to take off overseas. So
it's all about
he's there already firsthand, looking at how they're playing, right? Yeah. Looking at how these guys are playing. Brody Retallick, Richie Mo'unga, Aaron Smith. He's over there too, Aaron Smith. Yeah. So, who knows? Maybe New Zealand might change their mind with the whole eligibility thing and if you allow All Blacks that play overseas to come back and play for the All Blacks too. So, we'll see what happens and watch that space. So, yeah, man. I think the big culture change is a big deal. Like, I think the All Blacks will feel it. The All Blacks players will feel the change in culture and the squad and the stuff that Dave Rennie will bring. So hopefully that's half the battle to make them. Because you're right, Eddie. Like, South Africa's later on in the year, and that's gonna be a hard one, man. Yeah, we're going to tour over there. And I think 2 losses over there is a fail. So,
Yep. Yep.
so we'll see. All right, boys. Next topic. So, back in politics, back home. So, Christopher Luxon, he got smashed in the polls for popularity as a prime minister. Yeah, man, doesn't look good for our prime minister. I just want to play a little something. He had to answer that.
And Luxon's shocker of a performance on Monday over New Zealand's position on the US and Israel strikes on Iran has heightened tensions.
Well, I mean, we obviously understand. We're not saying that. What we're saying is that we understand this. I don't know how to be any clearer, guys. I mean,
Rubbing salt in the wound of the poll result, this from Nicola Willis is savage.
So I don't think it's been
It's
a great
not a
week
week.
for the Prime Minister.
I don't think it's been a great week for the Prime Minister. Ouch. That is a devastating public statement from your Tuilaepa. It could be read as an attempt to distance herself from the leadership ticket, and when asked to say Luxon was the right leader, it took a push for her to say yes.
Is he the right guy?
Well, he has the backing of the caucus, and he
You're not
is-
giving me an answer. Is he the right guy? I mean, it's a simple yes or no answer.
Well, yes, I am giving you that answer, which is that I'm saying he has the backing of the National Party caucus.
Christopher Luxon has gone to ground, deciding to hold up and have a good, hard think. Political insiders have told me that he is taking some time to consider his options.
Wow.
Who wants to start first on that one?
Yeah, I'll go first. Christopher Luxon, you're a dickhead. Yeah. It's funny enough on the polls, Christopher Luxon is most definitely not a favourite for the next for the next elections anyway. Funny enough, Chris Hopkins is just on out in the community chats. He's probably a favourite. His polling poll is becoming more higher to be the next electee. I mean, and he's not even a good Labour leader. He's not even, you know what I mean? He's not even a good selection to be a Labour leader, But I think people are just getting desperate, Our people of Aotearoa, the land of the long white cloud, shares my man. So, Luxon, bro, I mean, you're delusional in everything that you say and do, and then you say that you're working hard. I mean, a lot of their work has just been raising up taxes wherever you can get it from. You know what I mean? So sucks, man. We pay enough taxes over the years. It just comes down to whoever's the lead of the country, man. Where's all their money going to? Is it going to future business plans to strengthen up, business economy as a whole, up there at the top level? Or are we supposed to start from the bottom and then build our way to the top? Because once you start from the top and once you effort up, it's a trickle effect. Everything comes down, So invest that money more infrastructure at the bottom so that we can build our way up. And then the rest is history, I suppose. Yeah, that's me, brother. What about you guys? What's your chat on that?
When it comes to briefings, you have to have you have to be ready to answer questions, right? There should have been somebody that briefed them. Hey, look, you may be asked these questions. What's your response? Like a practice run, right? Before you go out. So this guy was stuttering, and then he was like, I can't be clearer than that. What do you mean? I couldn't understand what he was saying. He's like, well, I don't know how else I could be clear. So come on, man. I was like, man was stuttering
Crazy.
more than I do. Oh. Yeah. So the thing is, I'm like Luxon. I don't really look at the polls because the polls is just they're asking people approval ratings, eh? But I like
That's what he
looking
had
at
to say. That's what he had to say.
yeah, exactly. But the thing is, didn't they use a survey to say that crime was going down? A polling survey to ask people, do you feel like you're a victim of violent crimes? So it's like it's your own taste, your own medicine's being given back to you. But if we're speaking facts, right? These are the external factors that have affected New Zealand as the national government came into power. So weak economy, cost of living, unemployment growth, housing crisis, the brain drain, global trade was on a downturn, right? Then when National Party was in power, two other external factors came into effect. One was a third-party coalition, and the second one was the war. Iran, Ukraine, foreign conflicts. Okay, so these issues can't be helped by the national government. I get that, right? But what has the national government done under Luxon's leadership? Well, first off, okay, he's gone into the public sector and he's cut jobs. Right, he's cut all these jobs from the public sector. So when you go in for administrations or you go into the health departments and stuff, there's going to be less people there willing to help you. So there's going to be a longer wait, right? So if you're talking time is money, your time's being wasted waiting for someone to come and serve you, talk to you, and help you out with public needs, right? Living cost improvements. He said we get on the right track. It's very slow. Right? And a lot of people out there don't even feel like they're benefiting from these tax cuts that he's supposedly doing. The school lunches was an absolute debacle. Absolute debacle. And then changing department names from Te Reo to English, which costs money to do. So, just on that alone, on those facts alone, will prove that Luxon's polling reflects what he's done and reflects upon how much people feel about him. And it's funny, they're not talking about like the party, they're talking about him as the leader of the National Party. So, even in the past, we've seen him about Waitangi Day, and they've asked him questions about his party co-leaders and whatnot, and he stutters. He avoids the questions that, when it came to was it ACT Party with their bill for equal rights and stuff. He didn't believe in it, but still he pressed it through because that's part of his coalition agreement. So that's what he gave to them. Hey, look, if you help me get into power, I'll give you this. That's a sign of weakness, man. You shouldn't back down on things that you don't believe in. You know what I mean? If you don't believe in it, why do you have him as a partner? So on those facts alone, reflects the polling of Christopher Luxon, and you can't hide behind that.
Yeah, Shopper, yeah, absolutely right. The thing with me, man, is the economy. Now, New Zealand economy, man, it's down in the dumps, man. Like, no one's making any money. No one's trying to start up business and succeed, because it's too hard out there. Cost of living's up. We're not getting pay rises. Or if we are, well, it's not much. And people getting laid off, man. Unemployment rates are the highest, I think, I saw. And, for the government's coming after COVID, yeah, understandably, COVID is going to take a knock out of your economy. But, man, how many years has it been after COVID? Like, we're supposed to be recovering. We're supposed to be this new government, and as a National Party government, this guy's a businessman. He's the ex-CEO of New Zealand. He should know all this stuff. He should know how to get this country back on track with our economy and that. But, man, it seems like it's getting worse or nothing's happening. Right? And then they're blaming it on the war because the petrol price is going up. It's like, come on, man.
He's got to be like Dave Rennie. He's got to be like Dave Rennie. You got to let the players buy into it. You got to let the country buy into your plans, but you still you ain't.
That's a good analogy, bro. That's a good analogy because... Yeah, because right now Christopher Luxon is Razor, and we need a Dave Rennie to come in. I don't think Chris Hipkins that guy. He's a nice guy. He's like Labour Party hard.
Yeah.
But is he going to take us out of this economy? Like, he's going to bring the economy up? I don't think so, man.
Yeah.
I don't think so, man. We need a balance. We need a good business guy, like John Key. He was a good business guy. Like he knew better stuff to do the economy better than Christopher Luxon. But the problem with John Key, he was all for himself. So we need a Labour Party leader with a business mind that can take us forward. With the Labour Party values, bringing people down up, to be level with the guys in the middle. To bring society up in that, like, and that's the reason why we're the Labour Party supporters. But they get corrupted by. For me, Labour Party gets corrupted by the Greens, because what they're into is like far from my list of things to do.
Oh, sorry, facts.
Like, bro, when it comes to the Greens, man, they're into like what the earth and
into the stuff that's gone guy.
Into the stuff that's gone down, man. Like,
budget,
fuck,
Like that
so
chai
expensive.
tea. That chai tea is like what, $15 to $20 more expensive. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like, I get it, but like, what are you gonna do about the boat that sunk in Samoa? What are you gonna do about that?
Yo.
If you're, you know,
And another boat was leaking petrol in the Akaroa. Sorry.
if Labour can win without any need for Green Party or any other party, then I think things will start to do good in this country, and I think vice versa too. Because the problem with National Party, they're too influenced by ACT Party and New Zealand First, maybe ACT Party more.
Yeah.
But maybe we should get back to first past the post. Like, get rid of these little parties that just like fucking influence too much. You know? Get rid of the Greens parties influence too much. Get rid of the ACT Party influence too much on the right. Green Party influence too much on the left. Get rid of these extreme left and extreme right. Just have central left, central right. You know, like the old days.
Yeah.
If National wins, Nationals got all the seats. If Labour wins, Labour's got all the seats.
Yeah.
Let's go back to that, man. None of this MMP. Because it's not working, man. Things never get done.
Yeah.
Too many different ideas get influenced. And yeah, man, no one can make a decision because they're all arguing. So, yeah. Coming back to the poll, though, I think, yeah, Chris Luxon, he's not a good Prime Minister, man. He might be a businessman. He might be the guy that, you know, was elected to be the head of National Party to push National forward. But he's not really he's not relatable to everyone in the country. Like, you can't just be relatable to your constituents. You got to be relatable to everybody. And that's what makes a good Prime Minister, a good leader, that you're relatable to everybody. You can compromise for everybody. I know you're on the party which is central right, but there's a lot of left-wing people here in this country, a lot of working class in this country, and you got to cater for them too, right? And I believe that Chris Luxon's a guy. I can't relate to that guy, and we can't relate to him. Like, working class people cannot relate to this guy.
Especially when he
I remember he had the
said like
interview when he got told off for owning that he can have a, remember that you can, if you're MP in Wellington, they give you a rental so he can stay there and go to work, right?
Yeah.
But he's already got a house down there, so he's he's getting his rent from his house and by staying in the MP house or whatever, or vice versa. And he got questions about that, and he said, "Well, I'm just paying by the rules. So every MP has a house, and I know I've got a house here, so I can't live in both of them, so I'm gonna live in one and rent the other one out." Like, you know, working class people don't want to hear that shit, man.
Yeah.
And the $60 a week on the groceries. Sorry, after you said that, nah, you lost me. Yeah.
He deserves those low numbers on their poll, man.
100.
So, boys, moving on. Sports. So, man, should we get into some of the fighting stuff we got? Chucks, what's new in the world of UFC and boxing?
Yeah, not many, if any, brother. But yeah, I suppose just a quick update. Carlos Ulberg finally gets a title shot against Jerern. I can't even pronounce his name. Anyway, Puchatska or whatever. If you viewers know, just put his name down on the comments there. But because Alex Pereira has vacated the UFC light heavyweight belt and he's moved up to heavyweight, so probably a good decision for him because he's probably got a few more fights on his contract. So yeah, the man's going to make a statement in the heavyweight division now. So that's the only reason why he's vacant the belt, and it makes sense too when it comes to his career, Alex Pereira's career. I believe he'll become UFC heavyweight champion. So there's 3 different divisions from the days of Israel Adesanya, from middleweight to light heavy, in regards to Pereira, and they're now heavyweight division. So Carlos gets a shot. Yeah, so about time, and get behind the local boy, Carlos Ulberg, coming out from CKB, based out of Auckland City, and finally gets his world title shot. And they'll be on UFC 327, April 11th, 2026. So all the best,
Nice.
Get it done, man. Get it done. Probably another one is currently a bit of drums there for Jerry Pataya. Jerry Pataya versus Gadland. Yeah, Gadland. So that fight should be on right now, actually. So but here's the thing, though. It's Safara Boxing. I thought Safari Boxing was just a promotional standard, but it's a sanctioning standard. So that's where the dramas come in, because they've sanctioned their own world title bout, their first Safari title bout, which has made its first debut in America, as well as Jerry Pataya making his first debut fight in America. I mean, he's already got an American audience as fans, but he'll just get better American audience as they see him perform as well, because he is an American favorite as well. And he is world champion. He does hold that IBF title. So at the moment, they've confirmed that he's been stripped off that title, the IBF title, simply because he's fighting underneath a different sanctioning, which is the Super boxing sanctioning. I didn't actually know that. I thought it was just a promotional thing with UFC Dana White / Safari Boxing, but apparently they're sanctioning their new belt as well. So I think team of Bataya, they knew what they were getting into before even signing underneath Safari. So that was a big risk to take, because now IBF have decided to strip that title away from him simply because he's fighting underneath a different sanctioning. So that's where the dramas and the political stuff come in. And I reckon that's a shit move on Team Bataya. I understand why he did it, because he needs to fight the best of the best, right? But how can you unify the titles if you don't have that IBF title anymore? You know what I mean? And you're fighting in your first debut underneath a new sanctioning in Las Vegas, in America. Yeah, with Safari. I mean, it makes no sense. So you want those big money fights, you want those big fights, man. You got to stay loyal to those to the normal IBFs, WBCs, and so on and so forth. You know, the legendary sanctioning for those legendary bouts. That's where all the multi-million-dollar paychecks are, man. So, and then going back to David Benavidez, I mean, Jai's in the top. He's got all the bouts, but also there's another two fighters that David Benavidez wants to fight as well. The reason why he wants to fight those guys and not Jerry Pataya, because once again, it's a fan fight, right? It's a fan fight. It's what the fans want to see in America. Mostly, you know, when it comes to fighting fans, that's the fight they want to see. Jerry Pataya, they want to see there too, but probably a bit further on down the track. But big ups to Pataya for going to the States and chasing after those fighters and making it known, because he's there now, and he's going to promote himself hard and big for those bigger fights. But David Benavidez, he knows which fights he wants before he actually gets to Pataya. So he wants the next best things. With the other world titles was Benavente and Archie. Oh man, I forgot his names, but they got the other titles, and those are big names in the world of sport as well. So he wants to go after those guys as well and get the big paycheck, which is fair enough for him as well. That's the business side of things. That's the fan fighter side of things. But on record, if you want to be the best, it's Jay Pataya that he needs to fight on record. Yeah, to be a pound for pound, to be the next best thing. On record, he needs to fight Jay Pataya. But as a fan fight, he needs to get the big money checks and give the fans what they want. That's what it is.
Nice. How'd your Broncos go, Eddie? Are they gonna recover from round one?
Oh man, 26-0.
Hey.
There were some good moments in that. There were some good moments that the Broncos did. Just unfortunately couldn't execute that last pass. Man, Panthers defense was just too good, and it was a shame that we did in front of our home crowd. So, pretty heavy loss. Hopefully the boys take it to heart, because we need that motivation. We need that burn for the next game against the Eels. But I will say this: there was a moment in the game where Gowitzki got hit, and I was surprised he didn't get sent off for HIA. And then, he missed the tackle, which led to the first try. And he got bamboozled on the second try from the Panthers. So, I don't know. He just wasn't quite there. You know what I mean? It needs to be checked. We go on about Adi Katoa with his head knock. These things need to be picked up and searched on.
Because even the mouth guard didn't pick it up.
Yo, so I was like, what happened? Apart from that, I was happy for the Warriors to win. What a great win against the Roosters. And also, man, the Blues. The mighty Blues. Oh my God. That first try, man, just plucked it out of the air and scored in that corner. So that was crazy. It actually felt unreal. I was like, after the game, I was like, did we just beat the Crusaders? It felt like a dream. But no, what an awesome win. Yeah,
29-18, I think the score.
Yeah, it's that's crazy. And I'm happy for Papali'i to get that haka for his 100th in front of his family and all that. Couldn't quite do it over there, and a fortunate loss against the Brumbies, but it's good that they came home and did it here home. So yeah, that's most of the sport that I watched. I watched highlights of the other games, but yeah, those were the main games that I watched. Siki.
Yeah, I was surprised of the Broncos Panthers game, but you know what? Even though it was 10-0 half time, even though Broncos played shit, at least they still held them to 10 points. Could have been 20-10 or 20-0. Hey.
Yeah.
Could have been 20-0, man. But somehow, they managed to keep them out. But then the floodgates opened in the second half, the second half. And they just ran in those tries, just one after the other. And for round one to come out with a donut after losing to Hull. Yeah. Maybe it's overseas travel. I don't know. If it was still hungover from the last year's premiership. I don't know. But
I think Cameron Smith was supposed to help with that. So, yeah. I think winning the premiership was the easy part. The hard part is now. The season after it. It's going to be a big struggle.
Back to back, because you got a target on your back. Yeah, man. I went to the Blues game. Bro. Yeah. And I just want to talk about this weekend of this footy, Phillies, and fans. So, like I said, there was a promotion from the CEOs of AFC, Auckland AFC, New Zealand Warriors, and the Blues, putting together this promotion, $100 a ticket, and you could go to all the games that weekend, and plus the races at Ellerslie. I think $4 million in prize money they were going to give away at the races.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I thought that was a good idea to just engage the sports fans of Auckland. Just for everyone to recognize that these are our Auckland teams in football and rugby league and rugby union. And just get all the fans out there to support their teams and just acknowledge everyone else that this is our city. And me, I love the city. I love any sports team that represents Auckland City. Except for the Warriors, because they represent New Zealand. Until the Warriors come back to Auckland, I won't be supporting them. They man the New Zealand Breakers too. Nah, fuck that. It should be Auckland Breakers. But
True.
I don't support the New Zealand Breakers. I do support the Auckland basketball team, the Tuatara though. But yeah, man, I just thought what a good way to get all the fans engaged. Even if no one, even if you just go to your games that you like. At least here's a package deal of every Auckland professional team that's going to play that weekend. Everyone's got a home game, and that's a pretty cool thing. I had a thought, though, to have it in April. That way you can include the Northern Mystics, because the ANZ Premiership starts in April.
Yeah.
So if you can include the Northern Mystics, that'll be a good, a four-way, four-way. So, if they could do that, that'd be cool. But no, I thought it was awesome, considering the fan engagement that these teams already have, like New Zealand Warriors. Man, if you looked at that game, the New Zealand Warriors game on Friday, if you they showed the halftime show on TV, on Sky TV. I didn't go to the game, but I saw the halftime show. Bro, they had the drone footage on top of the stadium, the light show, the laser show, how it's dark, they turn the lights off and have the light show. Had Savage come out doing his hits. Savage came out, did his little mini concert. But the crowd was pumping, man. The crowd was pumping to Savage. You know, that atmosphere, man, it's like a party atmosphere, and that's what you want, man. That's similar to what happened down in Wellington for the Wellington Sevens when the Wellington Sevens was going on.
Yeah.
Everyone was going down to Wellington Sevens dressed up in costumes, getting drunk in the stands. Sort of like it feels like that kind of vibe at Go Media Stadium every time the Warriors play, and the Warriors are selling out too. So the atmosphere is electric, fan engagement is on point. Compared to the Blues game, like when I was there, you know, still can't get a packed house. I think they shut down the East Stand. So the East Stand behind the posts, they shut it down completely, so no one's there. And it looks fucking on TV when they go for a conversion kick. And there's no one behind,
Empty
like
stands.
just all seats empty, you know. And you know, you don't want to see that kind of stuff when you're trying to, if you're like in England or overseas watching Super Rugby and you see empty seats, like what the hell? Is this like a training game? Are they training or something, like, you know?
What was the atmosphere there?
But
what was the atmosphere like?
Yeah, I mean, when I think about the Blues, like people that go to the Blues games are actual Blues fans. You know, are Blues fans, are hardy Blues fans. You know, so you get the numbers. You get about 10,000 people, 15,000 people.
Yeah.
So you get empty seats. You're gonna see empty seats because these are true Blues fans. I think what they need is just casual fans. They need casual fans, right? Fans that just go for a good time. And I think that's what the Warriors get. And when you go for a good time with the Warriors, you become a fan. So I think that's the difference between the Warriors fans that go to Go Media and the fans that go to see the Blues. There's a lot of us, but not enough to fill out the stadium, right? And it was just hardy fans for the Blues. Another thing is, Go Media Stadium is a perfect stadium for a rugby game. It's a perfect stadium for a soccer game. Because if you think about the stands at Go Media, it's close to the action. Like the stands are right up a perfect rectangle. And it's right up to the sideline, right? If you look at Eden Park, it's a rugby stadium and then it's a cricket ground too, because it's a oval, right? So that means if it's an oval, you got that big space that are in the oval part between the sideline and the stands. So you're further away from the action. So you still need your binoculars if you're in Eden Park to watch the game. Like, I know Eden Park's like maximum 35,000 or 40,000. And I guess they'll pack it out when Star Origin comes to Eden Park. But still, it's like the action's still too far away, right? Compared to Go Media Stadium. And because Go Media Stadium are close to the action, because you are close to the action, the fan engagement is more effective, right? It's more effective. You get immersed in that, and all the fans. So, and that's why when you go to a Warriors game, you come out happy. You come out happy because you can feel the energy.
For your bucket,
a lot of energy.
You go to the Warriors game.
At the Warriors game.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And they know how to put on the show. They know how to, you know, because I remember when I went to Warriors game last year, and it was when Tohu Harris he retired. Tohu Harris, so they had a farewell for him in halftime. Bro, it was awesome, man. They turned the lights out. They had the spotlight on him and his family. They came out on the field. Yeah. And they had fireworks too. Fireworks went on for ages. You know, it's just awesome. Awesome to see. Yeah, it's like good. It's good. It's really good. So, yeah. But yeah, I think this promotion they had this weekend with these games, I think if the Blues can see what goes on, I think the Blues can see what they're doing at halftime, what they're doing at Eden Park, it doesn't cut it. It's not cutting it. The fans are not coming. They got to do something about it. They need to not only look at what the Warriors are doing, not only look at what Auckland FC are doing, but man, look at the NFL. Go look around the world. Look at what other sports are doing. at their stadiums, and spend a little bit more money to get a better halftime show or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Put down the prices of your drinks and your food at the stadium too.
Yo.
Yeah, do something, yeah.
Yeah.
Do something, right? Yeah. But did you enjoy yourself though at the Auckland game?
Yeah, man, because we won.
Regardless, though, win or lose, would you enjoy yourself at that sort of atmosphere? Overall, just being a hardcore
really.
Auckland fan.
I haven't really enjoyed myself at Eden Park for a while.
Yeah.
Like, even though I'm not a Warriors fan, I go to the games because my cousin's a season ticket holder, so I jump on with him sometimes when he's got no one to go with.
Yeah.
But those times that I have gone, like, man, the atmosphere is way different, man. It's better.
Damn.
Man. The only reason I ask, because I mean I'm a hardcore anything and everything to do with Auckland, man. I'm there supporting 99% of the time. You know, anything to do with our city, Auckland City, man. It's the best city in the world. So and it's our bread and butter. It's where we migrated to. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, being an Auckland fan, I remember as a kid, you know, going to the back to the days of 1996. You know, and I believe that when the Super 12 happened in 1996, that was the first title, right? Won by Auckland, right? Won by Auckland. You had the likes of, the King Carlos Spencers those days, the Captain Brooks and Fitzpatrick those days, Jerry Jones, Jonah Lomu, just naming the few greats there. That was a super Auckland squad, that was pretty much hard to beat. But what I'm saying is that those crowds weekly, just for local, just for our local teams, Auckland, Wellington, whatever, regardless, Crusaders, whatever. Man, the crowds were coming in weekly, like 38 to 48,000 weekly. And the atmosphere was next to nothing, was second to none. You know what I mean? It was second to none. It was a family day. I remember my dad used to take me.
And the stadium was packed.
Just as a kid, man. It was just shoulder to shoulder from the train station, bus station, to walking to Eden Park. I mean, they got to rewind it back and take it back, and then get those sort of promotional effects going on. Even if you have to bring out the old stats and put it on TV just to re-promote Auckland as a team. That's what really they got to look at. Bring the history back into the game. You know what I mean? Promote that. Because you keep promoting current stuff and all this, and people just go, man, just Auckland's gonna lose or whatever. Warriors gonna lose. Go back and bring the history and mix it in. Keep that balance when it comes to the marketing stuff. So that the new viewers and people that are not sports fans or footy fans, can see the history and say, oh shit, is that what it was? Of course, is that what it was, because Auckland won the first as the professional title when they actually went professional with individual contract players contracts when it first came out, 1996, and they first won the Super 12 titles against Natal Sharks at 45-21 at Eden Park, and then back-to-back at 97 against the Brumbies at 23-7. I mean, and then 98 making the finals again in 1998 and losing to the Crusaders. Man, Auckland, bro, much love to you. Those are the sort of history wins that they got to bring back in order to promote Auckland again and mix them with the new generation of today. But are they spending money to do that? Nah, not really. It's mostly they got to
legacy
sponsorships first. All these commercial sponsorships, bling bling bling, and then a little bit of the footy, the current footy of the Auckland team. But I believe they need to bring that sort of shit back, and then name the greats again. Bring that back again. And like I said, weekly back in the day, 30 to 40,000, 38 to 48,000. You know what I mean? Eden Park's extended as well, so they got more seats to cater for that. But also remembering the last of the passing of the guards, with the greats going into the next generations, like 2023, Auckland winning again. The Super 12 championships. Once again, King Carlos doing his magical thing again, and then passing the balls out to the greats, and to the newcomers like Doug Howlett and all them coming up. The up-and-coming players as well, Andrew Blowers and all them. So promote all that, and I believe that the brand of Auckland, of course, the brand of Auckland is always strong, but man, they got to promote what's history and what's current, and mix that balance together in their marketing system, I believe, and then you'll get more new fans coming in to make it more exciting rather than boring. You know what I mean? You know, turn it into a little bit of a party effort there. Get a good value for their dollar. You know, otherwise you're just overcharging fans and then come in there and it's bland. You know what I mean? Oh shit, is this what it is? Yeah, build that atmosphere. You know, build it up, mate. Yeah, but even go back to NRL, man. Just to a quick update. Congratulations on Melbourne Storms with their 52-4 win against the Eels, Parramatta Eels. that there was, oh man, that was a wave that they caught first half and second half. So my pick this year, not because my cousin's played and he gets more game time, but Melbourne Storms, man, I believe they're going to be one of the favourites for NRL. It's still early, it's round one, it is what it is. But then the golden point with Cam's team, Manly Seagulls, buddy, what a game, eh? Manly Seagulls, man. Manly Seagulls losing that golden point, man, 29-28. Wow! And once again, that golden boot again. Once again, what was I saying on the group chat there with that Crichton, that Crichton golden boot effect there. That's what stole the golden point. Push and tug for Canberra Raiders and Manly. That was an awesome game, man. That got me on the edge of my chair screaming there. I was like, "Far, man!" That's why I love the game so much, NRL, bro. So keep playing like that, man. It's still early days, but man, you gotta love the game, man. Gotta love the game. Hard luck on Manly Seagulls, man. Sharks, bro. Whew.
That drop goal, that came out of the blues, man. Like, you know, when he kicked the ball, no one expected it to go over, but it just went over.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it went over. That's it. Oh, yeah, you just kicked it.
Not even the ref or the touch judge thought it went over.
Came over.
Crazy.
Hey, man, we still did that comeback. 7 minutes to go, 2 tries down. We scored 2 tries and went to goal.
Damn.
Yeah, man, I feel you off the culture, man. Auckland Rugby Union, the culture's gone, man. If you think about what makes Auckland FC and the New Zealand Warriors exciting when you go to the stadium, one, it's the stadium itself. The stadium itself is a vital part of it. But two, both fans have a culture. Like if you look at the Auckland FC, they've got the Port, their fan base, the Port. They've got a little section called the Port where they all the fans meet up at the bar in town, and then they all catch a train and go to the game, all as one. So they call it the Port. So you know that's their culture. They do sing-alongs and that. When they went to play Wellington Phoenix down in Wellington, they all went, and they're all chanting at the Beehive.
That's what it is.
So they're building that culture, fan culture, and people see it, they enjoy it, and they want to be part of it.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's one thing. If you look at the New Zealand Warriors fans, the Waz,
up the Waz,
come on, up the Waz, it's part of the culture.
Yeah.
You have to be a certain person to be a New Zealand Warriors fan, and they're all the same. I mean, in terms of like, they've built this culture of being Waz supporters. Warriors supporters, and they show up to the games. You know, they do the chant when they win, all of them. And we know when we say these guys are Warriors supporters, they're different kind of supporters because they say they have the saying, "This is our year."
Yeah.
You know, up the wires, they got slogans. They've got a culture.
Yeah.
When you look at Auckland Blues, to me, the culture is gone. There's no culture. The only culture they've got is just hearty Blues fans that's been there from day one. You know, guys like me.
Yeah.
Like, are they getting new fans at all? I don't know. It doesn't look like it. Like, the generation, they've stopped at a certain generation. I think they've stopped at our generation.
That's what it seems like, yeah.
Built on that or built another culture. If they have, they're trying to copy. You can't copy New Zealand Warriors. You can't copy Auckland FC when you do stuff at Eden Park. I see Eden Park, they've put a kids zone, a little kids zone for the kids, like at Auckland FC, but it's like nowhere near. I mean, why do it now? Why didn't you do it ages ago? Are you trying to copy? I know the Blues, they have this chant that they blast on the sound speaker. It's like, what? When do we have a chant? Don't copy the New Zealand Warriors. No one knows the words. So, yeah, they're failing on the culture side of things, you know. They're resting on the laurels of hearty Blues fans, and they're the ones that you see at the stadiums.
What's the Auckland chant? Never heard that one before. What's the Auckland chant?
I don't know. We are the Blues. I think it's We Are the Blues because they have a hashtag We Are the Blues.
Damn, that's so corporate,
It's
eh?
on the ad on TV. Unrelatable.
Yeah,
Unrelatable.
exactly.
That's David Luxon's team.
Yeah,
Chris Luxon's team.
Luxon did it.
So, boys, moving on. We've got a Pukio of the week. So I'm just gonna play it. And this is a video that Chucky put up. Since the war in Iran is going on, a former Marine did a little protest at an army meeting, and he got. They tried to bounce him out of it, and they broke his arm.
Israel is the reason for this war. America does not want to fight this war for Israel. Let's go. Come on, let's go. America does not want to send its sons and daughters to war for Israel. Your inability to name that shows your ineptness as leaders. This is wrong. And nobody wants to fight for Israel. A reminder to all our Commandant, please stand up as a Marine and stand up for America. No one wants to fight for Israel.
Sir, thank you for your service. Please,
The senator broke his hand. The senator broke his hand.
Please help him.
Senator
Commandant! He's a Marine. Somebody come help him.
Control your Senate committee.
Look at you guys. You're robots. You won't even look back. Look at you guys. You're like robots.
Palestine will be free.
And what about this war in Iran? Oh my God.
Yeah, it was a rough watch.
Hard watch, eh? Hard watch. Probably the Fia Poko in that scenario is not the guy, is not the Marine. If you know what I mean. You got a whole bunch of lions that walk around like lambs and sheep, you know what I mean? They roar like lions, but they're walking around like lambs and sheep, you know? That's what they wear. They follow each other. They didn't even budge. They didn't even move. Yeah. That's crazy. So you have a whole bunch of lions that like to roar, but they walk around wearing lambs and sheep's clothing. That's what that is. That's Fia Poko of the week.
That was a whole class of Pukios.
Yeah, so give it up for the Marine, man, because there you go. Nothing good comes from war. Not even their own soldiers, you know, they're speaking because they don't want to lose numbers and lives for a pointless war. It's a war that they didn't need to get into, but because of two major things, oil and control.
Just the aggressiveness of kicking them out, eh? Like, when I saw that, I was thinking, man, that's how their police are. How their police are, eh?
Those are the real Pukings, man.
Crazy, eh?
Sick.
All right, Seki. I've got another video here. This is the Fia Poko of the week, and this was posted up by Chucky. It looks like it's like a homemade home security in Samoa. When you hear someone wandering around your property at night, what do you do?
Wow. Oh, man.
Crazy.
That's what you do, right? You have some stuff on your deck, you just drop it on the head.
Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly.
The look back was crazy though. He ran off and then he's just.
You can't see anyone, didn't know where it came from. But like I said on the comment, it's good that they only could help him out with a chair. You know what I mean? He's looking around for some stuff to steal. Might as well give him a chair.
Yeah. Sit down, Oos. See?
That's why a fence on your property in Samoa is important, eh? Like a lot of families have fences because of this kind of thing, eh? People just walk in, help themselves.
Oh, I always want a blue shirt like this one.
All right, boys. I think that wraps us up, eh? Running out of time, but yeah, man. Just like always, man. Thank you, boys, for jumping on. Empty out the clip.
Well, goody
Another
goodies.
round of opinions and one shot, no retractions.
Yo, thank you, Usos.
And let's do some last words. Let's go, Chucky.
Yeah, last words. Yeah, I mean, it's not a problem until you make it a problem. It's no big deal until you make it a big deal. So just relax, keep moving forward, mind your own business, and yeah, never react to any negative stuff. Just keep doing you, and keep going. Otherwise, Rana will give you a hand with a chair on your head. So be good, be kind, and yeah, just do what you got to do in life, man. Don't ever wait for tomorrow, 'cause tomorrow's never promised. So much love to everybody out there. Times are hard and times are difficult, but stay strong and keep practicing your faith, man. Kick stones and keep pushing forward, my man.
Nice as well. Yeah, my last words is do some research and plan ahead. Times are gonna get hard. Petrol prices will affect the food supply logistics. I work in the industry, so a lot of our meat is transported on trucks that run on diesel, petrol, and are refrigerated. So do some research. There are a lot of places out there that have cheap items. Always plan ahead. And also, there's heaps of guys on TikTok that can teach you how to cook meals with under $30 or under $20. So just plan ahead. Do your research. You know, it's free to go into those apps and whatnot and have a look around. But yeah, look after each other. If you got extra or something, you know, offer it to someone else or family member. But now's the time for our communities to come together strong and help each other out during these times, because the whole thing with uncertainty is that the people that are vulnerable in our groups and our communities is anxiety kicks in and fear kicks in. So now it's important to look after each other and keep an eye on things. So my last words would be like, yeah, do your research and alofa aku to all the families and aingas out there. Seiki.
Thanks, boys. Yeah, my last words, man. The Christopher Luxon stuff is not what you want to hear from our fearless leader, or if he is fearful leader. But it's the hard times, man. You don't want to hear our leader choke on stage and you know, fall over his own words. So we don't need that right now. Things will get tough, things will get worse, but we got to push through. Look out for all your options. You know, it might be a better solution to the problems that are out there. Take time to look for those solutions, and yeah, man, take care of everyone else, take care of your family. Yeah, times are tough, but there might be light at the end of the tunnel after elections or not. But yeah, man, that's me. Thanks, boys. Jumping on, empty out the clip. We're here again next week. Take care and have a good week, and we'll see you back here. Take us out, Eddie.
Yo, Lofaku, let's get the fuck out of here.
Take